5:07, the KRMG Evening News. I'm Skylar Cooper, and it is Tuesday, meaning it's time for the BA Breakdown. We check in live with Broken Arrow City Manager Michael Spurgeon. He joins us live. Michael, how are you?
Skylar, I'm doing great, my friend, and I want to start the show off this week with just with a thank you. About 8 months ago, Aaron McCulloch, our communications manager, reached out to the station about the possibility of creating a show that we could talk about all the great things that are happening in Broken Arrow. And I just consider myself truly blessed to have this opportunity, and just want to thank the station for the partnership and the partnership that you and I have.
Well, absolutely. We're happy to have you. It's great chatting every Tuesday. And one of my favorite things about it is we always offer the community a chance to be a part of it. And we want people who live in Broken Arrow and have concerns or things to celebrate, whatever it may be about their city, to ask you. And we can provide that opportunity for them. And that actually happened a day or so after our last chat last week. I got an email from a listener and said, would you please ask about this? So we'll start there about the Indian Springs Sports Complex. Basically, her observation was the two new AstroTurf soccer fields going in, but she had questions that I'll pass on about the condition of the roadways around there. Parking lots and roads, she says, are kind of rough, and the roads kind of leading up to that area apparently are a little older. And I know how you guys you have to plan way out for doing new road like resurfacing and stuff. So what can you tell us about any progress that may be coming to that area?
Well, first off, the Indian Springs Sports Complex, it was actually built about 45 years ago, and it's been added to accommodate the growth that's happening with our community. And like all parks that you want to try to offer amenities, at some point you have to actually upgrade those amenities or add new amenities, and that includes infrastructure. So it's a great question. I can tell you is that right now the soccer fields, the new turf is being installed, and we should have all the soccer fields turf that's going to receive it done by the end of this year. That was approved in the 2018 bond package. And so I'm very excited to announce that we've had a great partnership with the soccer club there. And the resident is right. Aspen Road, which leads into the Indian Springs Sports Complex, is under capacity. It's only 2 lanes. And in 2018, the voters approved funding to widen that road essentially from Tucson, which is right there at the Creek Turnpike, all the way down to the entrance to the park. And I'm pleased to tell the public is that right now, what I call the plans and specifications and right-of-way acquisition is currently taking place. And because of the significant cost, it's going to take it from 2 lanes to 4 and 5 lanes. We should start construction sometime in the fall of next year, and it'll take about a year to finish. So it's going to be this way for about a year and a half or so. But I am pleased to say is that we've got the project in the construction pipeline, and so we'll be able to actually get those road widenings. I do hear that complaint quite a bit of folks is that it's a great facility. We'll also be making some improvements to the parking lots and just some other general maintenance, and so. It's a point well made, and I can tell you we are working on it.
Excellent. I hope that answers her questions, and I appreciate the email. As always, if you have a question for Michael, I'll pass it along like that. You can also hit the open mic on the KRMG app. Michael, while we're talking roads, you and I have mentioned that after Scott Fest is over, they're going to start working on New Orleans out there east of the creek. But I understand there was a public meeting about all that. I guess just to gather some public thoughts on that. How did that go?
It went very well. I understand there were probably 20 to 30 residents and educators that showed up to the meeting, and we had city officials that were there. It was held last night. I spoke to Assistant City Manager Kenny Schwab, who attended the meeting, and really it was just more of an informational session. There are a lot of residents that live in that area, and many of them came out to find out about the construction because, with progress, it does require a certain level of inconvenience. And so, as you mentioned, the work is going to start Cherokee Pride. It's about a $2.3 million investment that we're going to be making. And so we updated them on the plans for construction, when it's going to start, the initial detours that are going to have to be made as a part of the construction, and also to let them know the changes the school district will have to implement in order to ensure that the parents dropping their kids off at Rosewood there will be able to get in and out. But overall, I thought it was a very successful meeting, and that's just the type of transparency we like to provide here, is making sure folks know what's going on.
Sounds like I might be on just a one-track mind here with roads, but I wanted to ask you about something I saw on Facebook from the city of Broken Arrow, and that is the application for a federal Safe Streets grant, about $4 million if the city receives it. What would the city do with that $4 million?
Well, there's a federal infrastructure law that was passed that's going to create about $5 million for municipalities to apply for, and the city's going to participate with the NCOG organization to partner with Tulsa, Owasso, Jenks, and Tulsa County to complete a regional grant application for the Safe Streets and Roads for All discretionary grant program. And we thought we'd have a better chance if we collectively went together, and we could receive $4 million. It's a 20% match, so the city would have to come up with about $1 million if we did receive the $4 million. And for us, it's really about safety and reducing some of the challenges that we may have and providing some funding for some of those areas. Street striping, I mean, we try to do striping every single year, but trying to keep up with that can be challenged. Flashing yellow arrows, traffic signals, there's basically hawk beacons, reflective yellow, basically paint. Also the backings for traffic signals. These are all those small little details that just help improve public and pedestrian safety. And so we're very excited about Rich Briere and the NCOG folks leading the way on this grant, and the fact that we're going to partner with our other